Hello Spartan Nation, this is David Dendy from the University of Dubuque. And perhaps one of the greatest pieces of advice that I got before I went off to college was, don't let your books get in the way of your education. One of the key components of a great educational experience at the University of Dubuque are the relationships that we form with our professors, with one another, our classmates, our community. And so let's take a look at some of those very important relationships that are formed here at the University of Dubuque.
We met just right across the street, actually. We were on the same floor in Cassett, second floor. There was probably about 40 girls on there, but we actually ended up right next door to each other.
Yeah. So after we met in the dorms, we became best friends, and actually ever since then we've lived together. We've lived both on and off campus now.
We are involved in a lot of things on campus. We are both involved with the Spartan Spirit team, and we both work with the advancement office for the Phonathon. Emily is very dedicated to Phonathon, and she actually brought me into it my sophomore year, which I'm very thankful for, because Phonathon made me realize that it's very important to give back to your college in a variety of different ways. You can give back through the annual fund, and you can also give back just by spending time here during homecoming and doing those sorts of activities. It means a lot to the students to see you, and it means a lot to the current staff to see you also.
Yeah, and I think another reason why we love UD so much is because we work with the alumni office. You know, it's not just a family like of who's on campus, it's more of like even the alumni. Like, I think we've grown really close to not only the staff but the alumni that we've worked with as well.
This will also be an important place that we'll never forget, and we'll always remember where we started.
And I think something, you know, the most treasured thing from UD is the connections that you make, and, you know, she'll always be my best friend, so.
We met our freshman year here during the first couple weeks of school. We actually met through a mutual friend by MTech, one of the buildings on campus. We had a lot of friends that were friends with each other, I guess, and then just kind of started hanging out through them, and then hung out on our own. And we're friends for 2 years, and then decided that we wanted to start dating. So I think that was probably the biggest thing that was, I guess, adjusting, to say.
Definitely. A little nerve-wracking at first.
Yeah, definitely nerve-wracking at first. Most of the friends that I have now are my friends that I've had since my freshman year. So I guess being at UD has helped me hold on to relationships with friends, and I guess hopefully after I graduate I'll stay close with them as long as I can.
The majority of my friends are actually in my field, I think because we spend a lot of time doing labs and stuff together, and we just enjoy the same sort of things, and we have the same mutual friends, so hopefully stay close with all of them. Yeah, it works out nicely. And all the teachers here, it's really nice because it's a small school, so you really can build relationships with the teachers.
So Jen and I share a last name. We are not brother-sister. We are husband and wife. And Jen was a full-time faculty member a year before I was hired on. And I first met Jen at the faculty days, so an orientation. And it was meant to be, because we were both found ourselves surrounding this food table, and I was pretty poor, right? I just got done with law school, and I had a ton of debt, so it wasn't a big stretch for me to start like stealing the cookies, and I was literally stealing cookies and sticking them in my pocket, and Jen discovered this, and that's how we met.
And at the snack table incident, I did not realize he was stuffing cookies in his pocket, but I was instantly smitten.
Yes. Well, I'll probably be yelled at, but first and foremost, I want to make it clear that I love my wife. That's the best part about my job, is the close proximity to my wife. One of the reasons why I love working with Jen is because Jen is truly the best teacher that I've ever met in my life. And so I love working in the classroom. I just love teaching. I love teaching. And so I much to Jen's regret, I bounce ideas. I think they're great ideas. And Jen always, she serves as a kind of to check my reality. And so Jen's just a great, not only wife obviously, but she's been dare I say, instrumental in my development as a teacher. So
I actually do love working with my husband here at UD, and he is completely incorrect. He's the best teacher I know. And whenever he bounces ideas off me, I steal them shamelessly, but accuse him of doing the same. And
which is not true, by the way.
Very true. And what I would say is that where I tend to get caught up in the minutia or the details or what he calls making a spreadsheet, he has the great ideas that, like I said, I like to steal.
I'm the idea man.
Let's
there's no
establish
doubt.
he's the idea man.
I have great ideas. And Jen's, you're the detail person, right?
There's nothing wrong with
so
that.
So we're like the yin and the yang, and we come together and make beautiful music and babies. We have kids.
We
Yes, yes.